Good morning, everyone. Welcome to What's Up Wednesday. I hope everybody's having a fabulous week so far and a great Wednesday. Welcome. My name is Erin, and today we're going to be focusing on the Seller Leads website and how to get that going with the CMA report. So that's going to be our topic. There was a couple questions asked via email a couple weeks ago. I did want to let you know that we are recording these webinars every week. You can always watch them on our YouTube channel that we have. I'm going to post this link here in the chat box, so feel free to click on the link. You will see when you go to click on the link that there's going to be a little subscribe button over here. With the subscribe button, be sure to click on that. Every time I upload a new video, it actually will notify you so you can get that recording in your inbox on Wednesdays right after What's Up Wednesday. So if you happen to miss, definitely make sure that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel so you get the notifications when the new videos have been uploaded. So I do record them on a weekly basis. When we do What's Up Wednesday, it's always recorded, so that way if you happen to miss a live version or you want to go back and watch it, you always have that as an option. So just wanted to let you know that. So moving forward, just make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. That will alert you when all of the new training has, or when the new What's Up Wednesday video has been uploaded. So, and then one last little announcement, since next week is actually going to be Thanksgiving. Goodness, we are already at the end of the month. I cannot believe it, or towards the end of the month. Since next week's going to be Thanksgiving, we're going to just do question and answer next week. I know a lot of you choose to go out of town and you're busy, so I don't want to do a topic that everybody will miss out on. So if you're interested in just doing a question and answer, please send me an email with your topic that you want to learn more about. And that way I'm kind of a little more prepared so I know what to talk about. But also bring your questions into What's Up Wednesday so we can focus on just answering some questions and kind of going over some stuff that may not have been covered in a while or you just really have questions about. So definitely attend if you're interested in doing the question and answer. I will have that recorded and uploaded on the YouTube channel as well, just in case you do want to watch it. But I just wanted to let you know that if you happen to miss it, you're not going to be missing any specific topics or anything like that. So we'll just do a little question and answer, just kind of get some feedback from you and understand what I can help with. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with our topic today. And actually, before we get started, just a little recap on some things we're working on. We are continuing to work on the neighborhood watch as well as that little task plan. So as soon as those are available, we'll do a little What's Up Wednesday on them to be able to get you going and give you more information on that. So thank you again so much for attending today. I really appreciate each one of you taking your Wednesday and spending time with me to learn more about some of our features. So today we're going to be focusing on the Seller Leads website with the CMA report. Now, loan officers, this is something that you can share with your agents. And agents, this is something you have access to when you go to your agent marketing account. So this is actually a really great feature that you can utilize on a day-to-day basis, not only to help get leads, but to also show you some of the benefit of using the system. So this will be under the agent account. So we're going to go ahead and start with the seller leads portion of it. Now this is where you would go to actually get some leads to create the CMA report. Under your agent personal website sections, you'll go to the personal tab here and you'll click on personal websites. When you click on personal websites, it will take you to where you see this in a little yellow box that says Seller Leads website. Now we do give you 3 URLs to use with the Seller Leads website, and it really just depends on which one you prefer to use. They're all the same website, just different URLs. So I personally like the cmareport.info. When you click on it, it will pull up your Seller Leads website, and it says, do you know the value of your home? Take 30 seconds to find out. So we can go ahead and do this. I'm just going to fill in the office address here. So we'll go ahead and do the address, and then we'll hit submit. So now say the consumer saw this, they want to know the value of their home. They would come in here, they would fill out this with their address and hit submit. So now it's saying we've located the property address. Where would you like us to send the report to? So then I can fill in my email address and hit submit. And then if I want to, I can continue to fill out the information, which is going to be my first name, my last name, my email, or my phone number, and then more that I can know about. Now, on the agent side of things, I just got a text message saying that so-and-so filled out the seller leads website. And then this is also going to generate in the lead log as well. So you should be getting an email and a text message if you have your notifications set up with the address and then the consumer's email address, and then also this if they filled this information out. So I'll just go ahead and fill this out. Oops, make sure we'll do Aaron, and then we'll do test. All right, and then once I have that done, I can go ahead and I can hit submit. And then it will say, we've received your home value request. So we'll send you some information as soon as possible, within a few hours. So now, as the agent, what you can do, so we've got all of this done. We have that all filled out. Now you can go to your lead log. So say that you got the information sent to your phone or you got the email, but you want to go into your lead log and view more information. So to go to your lead log, you would actually click up here on your account settings, and you'll click on lead log. So when we click on this, you'll see here that it said from the CMA report that I've actually requested some more information. So you'll get 2 notifications from this. You'll get one if they give you their email address and then their address. So that's done automatically when they do the portion 1. Now if they fill out the second portion with their name and their phone number, then you do get the second CMA request lead as well. So you will get 2 leads that come in. So now what I can do is I can actually go to my property tab and I can add in the property and create the CMA report for this actual property. So I would go in and I would add in my property, which I've already done. I saved the details of adding in the property so we don't have to go through that. All of us should know how to add in a property. You would go to the Add New button and enter in the property details. Now, the big question with this is, well, what if I don't have a picture of the home, or what if I don't have all of the details? You need the bare minimal details for the property information in order to get the CMA report done. Another thing you can do is you can take this and go to Google, type in the address, and you can search for a picture of the front of the home as well to add in the property. To add in a property, you need the bare minimal details, and then once you get that listing, you can actually go through and add in the rest of the details. So you just have to have the address, and then you don't even have to have a picture if you don't want to, but I always recommend having the picture added in there. So now let's go in and build our CMA report. So the property's been added in. I have all of this information added in here. So now I can click on this little quotation mark icon, and this is going to be for the CMA. So we'll go ahead and go to the CMA report. And it's going to pull up all of the details for the property that I have here. So it's got the address, it's got the minimal information that I have, and it's got the map of where it's actually located at. So now that this is all correct, we can go ahead and hit proceed. And it says get comparative listings. So I can find properties by distance and then also some different information. So I can do give or take 1 bedroom, give or take one or more bathrooms, and then there's also, you can do the give or take square feet as well as years. So what we can do too is we can do a maximum search radius. So I'm going to bump it up to about, we'll say 5 miles here. And then you also have an option to choose the MLS data source. So because I'm here in California locally, I can choose CRMLS. Now, if you do belong to multiple MLSs, you can actually choose to select a different MLS. Or if you belong to just one and you know this is going to be your default MLS and default search criteria, you can actually choose to have the save the above as your default search criteria. So you have that as an option too. Now, say that you want to find properties by an MLS number. So you want to say that you want to narrow down your comps and you know the MLS numbers of the other comps you want added into agent marketing. You can, for the CMA report, you can actually do that by typing in the MLS numbers here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on generate here. And now what it's going to do is it's going to start generating the CMA report for me. So now I already have one added in here. So you will see that you'll get a message that says you have 1 CMA report requesting to be pending. So your request is currently first in the queue, which means that the report can be generated fairly quickly. So now with all of the data, it can take a few moments to be generated. Like it says, the report can take anywhere from 5 minutes to 3 hours, depending on the number of customers. Because you're first in line, you're going to get yours generated pretty quickly. So now I already have one created in here that I wanted to show you. When it does get created, it will actually populate here. So you'll see the reference property, and it will have your property information. And then you have an option to view it, edit it. You can PDF it, which basically just gives you a PDF that you can download and save, or you can even print it. And say that you want to just delete this one because you're done and over with it, you can choose to delete it. So let's see if our one has been generated. So I just refreshed it, and now our one that we're looking to generate is now being generated. So we'll go ahead and we'll view the information here. Now when you view the information, it actually pulls up all of the comparative listing results within the area. So you'll see that you have some different tabs here that you can choose to highlight and kind of move. So say that this one here, oh, you know what, this one has actually been sold. I actually know the agent who had this as a listing, so we're going to move this over to sold. So we know that that one's been sold. And this one in Laguna Beach, oh, you know what, that one's actually been off the market. So you can choose to move it into all of these different categories. Or say that, you know, this house is just, yeah, you don't really like it. You want that one hidden off the CMA report. So you can choose to get rid of that one and actually remove it. So you have an option to kind of categorize these and use these as your option. Now say that this one here, you want to go through and edit it because, you know, it's just got a killer view. So it's got that beautiful ocean view. So we're going to go ahead and do ocean view. And the amount adjustment that you want to do, you can choose to do, we'll say like the view is just $50,000 more. I mean, that's what it's worth. So you can choose to do 50,000 and you'll go ahead and do that and up it. You can also say that needs yard work repair. And then we'll say minus, we'll say that that's going to say minus $10,000 because it needs yard work or something like that. So we'll do that. And so now we're adding all of these different price adjustments. So now we can hit save. And you'll see that when we hit save, it's going to do a little adjustment on this home. So when we go to refresh this here, you'll see that it was listed at $1 million, over $1 million, and now it has the grayed out price. You'll see that it actually went up because we gave it that $50,000 ocean view price, but then we actually dropped it a little bit too because of the yard work. So it needed some landscaping issue, or needed some landscaping reviews done, or landscaping done to the actual property. So you have those as some options here. So this is a good little thing that you can go through and you can adjust. You also have an option to create your own. So if you have a couple listings on here that you know you want to add on to show up on the comps, you have that as an available option. So I'm going to move some of these off of here just so we can actually, our CMA report won't be so long to edit. So we're going to hide some of these here. We'll go down to 10 listings here. So I'm just going to hide some of these so that way when we go to generate our report, it's not going to have a bunch of properties on there. So now that I've done that, I can hit return and go back to my list. So you also have an option to go back and you can edit that information too at any time. So if you want to go back and change the search radius, or if you want to go back and change anything on that, you do have that as an option. So now with the PDF, we're going to go ahead and generate our PDF. And when you generate the PDF, you can choose to have these pages turned on and off. So I'm going to actually have all of these on. You can choose to have the off-market listings on there as well. I'm going to choose to just keep that off because we do have a lot of listings. So we're going to go ahead and generate the PDF here. And it's saying your report is now generated. So we can go ahead and we can see where our property, our PDF has been being generated. So it's going to open it up here when we have that little pop-up. I know Chrome has those little pop-ups. Usually it just does it automatically. So it's going to go ahead and generate this little CMA report for us. And then once the CMA report has been generated, we can go through and see all of the details of it. So that will take just a moment to get that generated. just a moment to have this generated here. And so once this is all generated, we'll be able to view the PDF. This can be printed so you can actually take it on your listing presentation. You can save it as a PDF and then you can email it over to the consumers and then follow up with them and say, I noticed that you had interest in knowing the value of your home, so I went ahead and emailed you over your CMA report. Did you have any questions, or did you want to go ahead and set up a little listing appointment to go through some details? Whatever you decide to do with your little script, you can email this over to them. This is what they requested. So it's good for you to be able to generate it because then you have the knowing of what information is being sent out. So what it's going to do is it's going to pull that first photo that I've uploaded into the system. It's going to pull the address and then give your agent information or the agent information on there. It's letting them know what a CMA report is. So a CMA report is a comparative marketing analysis, and it is an evaluation of similar properties, recently sold homes, and anything within the area that they're actually looking in. So it just kind of gives them an overview, kind of talks about it more in real estate terms so they can actually know what it's all about. It does have the contact information, so your information as the agent will actually be generated on here, which is so awesome. And then all of your information you'll see is actually branded on all of the pages too. So then it goes into talking about setting the correct price and being able to make sure that you're using the comparable sales and all of this information. So it goes through all of this. Then it shows a map of all of the different listings and what they're priced at. And then it even shows a sold listing on there. So and then just keeps going through of all the comparable properties. And then it goes into the actual details and showing the pictures of the home so you can see exactly what they look like. I'm going to jump down here. We're going to skip past these. And then what it does is it actually goes through and gives a suggested listing price for what their home should be compared to some of the other comps that are in the area. So if it needs to be remodeled, obviously if these are going to be for rent properties, because I know here in California, we don't have homes that sell that cheap. So I know these are going to be more of the rental listings. So ignore the pricing on here because it's not really accurate based off of the rentals and the information that I put in as a test property. But you can see here it says, okay, this home's going to need some work, so this is probably going to be your suggested price. If it's an average condition, or you know what, it's just top notch and it's been fully renovated and remodeled and ready to go, then you know maybe this is going to be your price that you're going to shoot for. So now that it's now that we've gone through all the pricing, then it's going to say getting yourself ready, and then just going to really, you know, talk about how they need to get ready mentally, removing themselves from the home, and talk about you know, uncluttering and repair and stage the home so when you have the open houses and stuff like that. How much you should spend, and then you talk about the curb appeal, making sure that it's all beautiful and pretty in the front. I mean, the big one is like cleaning and aligning and fixing the gutters. I mean, if it just looks like trash outside, then nobody's going to want to stop and go through the open house. So really just making sure that it looks really nice. And then preparing the interior, going through and making sure that they've gone through and cleaned the house and there's no trash anywhere, and you know that the carpets look clean and they've swept. This is my favorite thing that is on this CMA, is the open house checklist. So I always have to tell this story to agents and to anybody I talk to when they're having an open house. So this is always good because you never know. Maybe the people that are selling their home, they're the first-time sellers and they don't really know what to do. They have no idea. I went to an open house here locally, I would say probably about 2 years ago. We had gone in as a group here at Agent Marketing, and we walked into this house, and I kid you not, it stunk so bad from something that they had cooked the day before, and it was so bad that we couldn't even be in the house for more than a minute. Like, it was so bad. So we all left, and just think about that. That may not be something that the sellers think about when they're cooking dinner the night before their open house, because of them just not having the knowledge. And so something like that, I'm sure they had a hard time with their open house on that Saturday because nobody could be in the house due to what they had cooked the night before. So I mean, just kind of think of it something like that. You know, if they have a fireplace, turn the fireplace on to show something. Put out fresh towels and decorative soaps just little stuff like that that they might not comprehend or think about when they know that the agent's going to be having an open house. So I love this. I think this is such a good thing. Me personally, I've never bought or sold a house, so this was also a good little eye-opener for me, knowing when I'm ready to go do that. So just kind of something for them to keep in mind and have a little checklist for them. Kind of just lets them know about the home inspection and then all of the different inspections that they'll have to go through when they sell their home. So that has all of that on here. And this is also a really cool little checklist too. We give them some ideas for moving. So 8 weeks before, 6 weeks before, and really just kind of helps them get some different things in perspective, because when they go on market and then their house is sold, that 8 weeks is going to go by so quick. So they really have to just keep in mind that, you know, this moving checklist is going to be really helpful. So we go through the different things the week before, and then moving day, and then at the destination. So it really just kind of gives them an idea and perspective of things that they can do. And then it does a process overview. That's going to be the last page on this, finding a good agent and then doing all of the different things that they can do as a part of the whole process of selling their home. So this is the CMA report. It is 22 pages. It goes through and has all of this different things available for you. The CMA report, again, you can actually print it on paper, or you can also save it as a PDF. So I know through my little settings here, it gives me an option to download it. And I use Google Chrome. I prefer Google Chrome, but I know through all browser settings, you should have an option to download it. And then you can also print it as well. So you have these as options. So make sure that you're using the CMA report. One of the big questions I had asked was, well, how do we get this seller leads website out more? The seller leads website is going to be one way that you can generate leads. I highly recommend doing Facebook ads. I know me, on my personal Facebook page, I always see these little home evaluations on Facebook ads. So be sure to create the Facebook ads with the seller leads website. Post this anywhere you possibly can, because the more places that consumers see this and want to know the value of their home and you get the lead from that, that's more your face gets out there and more leads for you. So really you want to make sure that you're getting the seller leads website out anywhere and everywhere you possibly can. Again, all three of these links are going to be exactly the same website, but we just give you 3 different URLs. You do also have an option to add in the seller leads website onto your Pearl as well. So you can add in that onto your personal website by going to the menu section, and you can use that as an add page option. So that wraps up the CMA report. I'm going to go ahead and open it up for questions now. Let's see. So there was a question that says, will this pull all of the listings in from the MLS or only pull from the brokers who have signed up through ListHub or Idx Agreement? So we pull the information directly from the MLS. If we are an approved vendor for that, we will have the data and we will pull it in ourselves. If we do not have an Idx agreement set up with that MLS, then it will have to come through ListHub. So be sure to give us a little call if you're not seeing your MLS listed there, or if brokers you need to get your MLS, give us a call. Ask for our IDX department, and they can go ahead and reach out to the MLS and see what we can do about getting that information. There was another question asking if this session is going to be recorded. Yes, all What's Up Wednesdays are recorded and added to the YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Can the picture be changed on the CMA site where they register? That's something we're actually having in with our programmers. That will be something that we'll have available shortly, being able to change the picture on that CMA report. For now, it's the one picture that we have, but that's definitely something we've had a lot of requests for, being able to change the CMA background. So we'll be able to do that too. Any other questions about the CMA report, the seller leads website, questions in general, anything I can answer for you? For those of you who may have popped in a little bit later into What's Up Wednesday, next week we will be doing just a Q&A session, so no specific topics. If you have questions, definitely attend. I know next week's going to be kind of chaotic with the holidays and everybody traveling, so I just wanted to make sure that we did something that nobody would miss out on. It will be recorded and uploaded onto the YouTube channel, so if you have any questions about where to find that, feel free to let us know. I did post the URL for the YouTube channel in both the chat and the questions box, so be sure to go to that YouTube channel. Any questions? Anything else I can answer for you? All right. Well, it looks like that's it. I really appreciate each one of you showing up today and spending your Wednesday morning or lunchtime with me. I hope everybody has a fabulous week. Have a great weekend. If I don't see you in What's Up Wednesday next week, have a great, great Thanksgiving. Spend lots of time with family and friends, and hope everybody has a fabulous, fabulous rest of your day. Thanks again, everyone. We'll see you next week. Bye.